But I'd have to give it to my mother again. That woman is my rock. She's always motivating me. Remember your goals. Remember why you're doing it. And remember what you're going for. So she's always there to remind me that there's more to life than giving up.
Sure.
Because if you settle for just being average, you will be average your whole life. And I'm more than that. I'm not average. I'm bigger than the biggest mountain. I will conquer. And I will be at the top, of course.
That's amazing.
At the top.
Yes, welcome to the Magda Talk Show, where stories connect with people. So on today's panel, I have a gentleman from South Africa, and let him introduce himself.
Hi, I'm very honored to be here. It's my first time, of course. I'm Lerato Nyelele. I'm a Suchi boy from the O5. I come from South Africa. And yeah, it's an honor to be here.
Oh, that's amazing. So, Lerato, there are a number of reasons why I invited you on this panel.
Yes, sir.
You're quite a young, intelligent man. At least there are a lot of people out there who want to be in your shoes. But before we get to that, who's Lerato? I want you to describe the Lerato that is in you.
Well, me, I'm a very ambitious young man. Sort of crazy sometimes. I'm very outgoing. I do things that I'm not necessarily comfortable with, but you don't necessarily grow within comfort. That's my motto in life. Of course, out of comfort, I grow. I believe that I shine more under pressure. I'm a diamond, of course. I shine.
Not a gold, eh?
I'm a diamond.
That's a nice one, eh? Shine like diamond.
Yeah. You shine more under pressure, and you are at your best under pressure, if I can put it in that. So Lerato is a very outgoing kid. Grew up shy, very, I would say, in a shell, very boxed in, but once I got into the industry more, you get to network with a lot of people, especially now that I'm in Kuwait. I meet a lot of people who are from outside of my comfort area, and it's very good. So yeah, Lerato is a very outgoing, ambitious kid, a dreamer, of course. I dream big, and I want all the greatest things that I could get out of life.
That's great. Well, as I know, you're pastry chef.
Yes.
That's quite amazing. So how do you handle that pressure in the kitchen? Because I believe it's always hectic.
Yeah, it's extreme.
You're running here and there, you know.
It's extreme. It's actually my first time in pastry. It's the longest I've been this time. I'm always in hot kitchen. I've been a pasta chef before, and yeah, that was a good experience for me.
So this is your first time to work in a pastry
In
kitchen?
a pastry kitchen.
Oh, that's amazing.
I was in the pastry section in Doha, but we'll talk about that later. But this is my first time fully invested in the pastry. It's a good experience. It's a very wonderful one. I'm learning things that I never thought I would do. Interacting with a lot of new people, learning a lot of stuff from them too. It's very good, quite exciting also.
So before we go further, because I believe we all come from Africa, and we're in a foreign country that is quite amazing.
Yeah.
So I want you to break it down for me. Where did you leave your home to come in a foreign country and then make money? I don't know whether you're making money or you're not making up money, you know.
Why is because of the ambition, the hunger, the drive. I want to prosper and be the best that I can be. It's not my first time out of comfort. I've been in Qatar, as I said before. So it's this country as a whole. It's a new experience, but it's not necessarily like new to me. It's something that I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to be abroad. Like staying in one position for me is not it. I don't want to be staying for a long time. I just want to travel more, see the outside more, so I can appreciate my home more. So when I settle down and stay in one position, I'll be like, okay, sit down, kids. Let me explain what happens in Qatar. Yeah, what happens in Kuwait. So yeah, movement for me is always good.
So what was that moment when you arrived here in Kuwait? how did it feel like, because me, my experience was quite different. I reached my first time to go abroad. I freaked out because I didn't know where they were taking me. Left, right, it was desert. I'm like, okay, where am I going? So I don't know. What was your experience?
Well, my experience was very direct. Someone was there to pick me up at the airport, like it happened here in Kuwait. So it wasn't that necessarily hectic for me. Just a lot of calm. We prayed a lot, me and my mother. She tried to calm me down.
Shout out to your moms.
Shout out to moms. It's
That's
my
amazing.
number one supporter. She's been there for me at the worst times, and really love that woman. And a lot of communication between me and my parents. I have a father too. Shout out to pops too.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So, anyway, why did you choose this path as a chef?
Well, it wasn't necessarily a calling, as some would say. Cooking is a fundamental skill, if I would say. You need to cook to survive, to eat, food in your stomach. But to me, it's more of an art. What we do in the kitchen is very amazing. As you see with the last buffet that we did, it was very spontaneous, if I would say. It was very good in my eyes and presented itself more good than the food. The presentation was better than the food itself. Not saying that the food was not good. The food is always amazing. That's made by us, of course. But it's more of an art, creativity from all the chefs, the hands that put in the time to create all of that with us.
So who is that person who is always like influencing you, like, okay, yes, you need to push it, you need to push, because I'm sure there's a moment you reach and you're like, I want to give up. And then you're like, no, I have to push,
I'd say there's quite a few people, a handful of them, like Chef G. Chef G is always motivating us to do more, be courageous, confidence. But I'd have to give it to my mother again. That woman is my rock. She's always motivating me. Remember your goals, remember why you're doing it, and remember what you're going for. So she's always there to remind me that there's more to life than giving up. Because if you settle for just being average, you will be average your whole life. And I'm more than that. I'm not average. I'm bigger than the biggest mountain. I will conquer. And I will be at the top, of course.
That's amazing.
At the top.
Inshallah, no Islam will say inshallah. Right?
Inshallah.
So where do you see yourself in the near future?
In the hierarchy of the kitchen, I see a bit of a promotion coming.
Okay.
I believe that I would work hard. As much as I want to stay in the kitchen, I want to be more on the outside running stuff. I want to open a business as soon as I get back to my country. And
you think when are you planning to get back to your country?
Oh well, it's a 2-year contract. I will see if maybe that promotion comes. I will stay a little bit longer. I still need a bit of money to invest in my business. But very soon.
Okay. So then I have another question for you. What was that painful failure that you made, and then later you rose out of it? It gave you courage.
So as young people in the industry, we need a lot of old people that are more experienced than us and that have been within the job longer than us. So we just come into a space and people, I wouldn't say feel somewhat threatened, but I faced the situation during the lockdown period. People were getting retrenched more than the people that were getting hired. So I found myself in a space where I was within people that felt very threatened by me. I came with a lot of people that were doing practical hours where it was just after college. And when we came to that place, it was very uncomfortable, it was unsettling. So like I said, I thrive within discomfort. So I use that energy to make my job easier. They don't like me, they don't have to like me, but they will respect me because my work speaks for itself. So I found myself in a pickle where I had a bottle in the kitchen, and there were these two ladies. We get distracted sometimes by the ladies. She was being nice, extremely nice, overwhelmingly nice, and then she just kind of took my bottle. She had a key to the bar, and I did not know before that it was a setup.
Yeah.
to get me out of the job. So what happened was she took my bottle, filled it with wine, and put it in a fridge.
Okay.
And I'm getting calls from the head chef. Please come to the office. I need to talk to you. Okay. Maybe I did something wrong. The food, and I'm sat down. The bottle is there. What is in the bottle? I'm clueless as to not knowing what happened.
Inside.
Yeah, are you drinking on the job? I need this job. I cannot be drinking. I cannot afford to drink. And as a new person within the business, I'm not allowed to be in those strictly employee places.
Yeah.
So I don't know how the wine got there, but it did. And yeah, I was fired on the spot. And that was a low point. I don't think.
Oh, that was terrible, huh?
My mother still knows about that,
Yeah.
but yeah, she will find out after this episode.
But as always, I believe once one door is open, there's another one that is,
Yeah.
that is opening. And now,
Yeah, the next year I flew out. I went to Cape Town. I was a junior SU for a while, for 10 months. And then I got an opportunity to go to Qatar for the World Cup.
Okay.
So things kind of got better. I was at my lowest point for roughly a year. It was a very rough year for me. I thought I wouldn't make it in this industry. A lot of people were telling me, like, study something else, business side, the more management side. You can do books rather than be in the kitchen. But I always wanted to be in the kitchen. It's always.
Anyway, now that you've achieved what you dreamt of, how does it feel like?
So I'm not necessarily achieving just to be humble. I'm getting there, but a lot of things that I used to dream about back in the day when I was younger, gullible, and just thinking of where I could go. Yeah, it feels good. Achieving a lot means that a lot of people are proud of you. A lot of people would like to see themselves in your shoes. Like, how is it abroad? I only know my hometown. You've been to places that I just think about. So it's kind of a good feeling for me that some people see me as that guy, where I'm just in a bubble, very humble and modest about the fact that I haven't made any success out of my life. So I'm still getting there. It's still like stepping stones. This is just a young milestone. I'm getting there. I'm not there yet. Not even to be humble. Well, I am very humble about it. But yeah, I'm getting there. I haven't achieved anything yet.
So that's amazing. So in case there's out there someone wants to be like you, what do you advise them? Someone wants to follow in your footsteps.
I would say, do it scared. Do it overwhelmed. Do it tired. Do it relentlessly. Because if you give up, like, what are you to do? And especially as a man, I'm always saying this to my brother. Like, as a gen, people expect you to fail.
Yeah.
So if you fail, like, you are giving them what they want. So respond with achievement, success, do better. And not everyone, as a man, not everyone is going to give you that pat on the shoulder. But just send out affirmations to the universe. The universe never forgets, it always sees you. There's always a higher power that is receiving you as you are. So you don't have to be better than anyone. You just have to stay steady. Be humble.
Yeah, sure. So what are those rituals, habits that you do daily that keep you strong and keeping you pushing throughout the day? Because I believe at some point is where you reach like you want to give up. Did I choose the right profession? Also what it comes with.
Spirituality matters most. I talk to God a lot. I pray a lot.
Are you a Christian, born again?
Yeah, I'm a Christian. I'm not necessarily born again. I'm a Christian. I practice faith. I'm not necessarily in church as much as I want to be because of the long hours that we work, which is not an excuse. Understood, but yeah, I pray a lot. I practice faith, and yeah, prayer is strong for me. I talk highly of myself. Affirmations are great. If the brain, I don't let my brain lead. Like, that's very a strong mindset will take you further in life. And yeah, faith, have faith strongly, and you will go very far in life.
Wow. That's great. Anyway, yeah, it's great to hear from you, Lerato. It's such an amazing journey, and I believe there are people out there who want also to follow your footsteps. I think by the few words that you say out, I'm sure if they pick something that is positive, they can also achieve it. So once again, thank you for coming over on my panel, and I'm looking forward again to have you here, and then I will elaborate more about you, where you come from, and then the other side besides the kitchen life, the social life, because at the end of the day, once I will step out of the kitchen, it's a different life. And maybe next episode I will call you in, and then we'll have a discussion about it.
No problem.
Sure.
I will be here. I will come again.
Well, all right. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
Awesome. Peace out. That was nice. Yeah.